Hello, my name's Chris. I've been looking at Psalm 84 and I've got a few random thoughts about that. In verse 1 and 2, it talks about how lovely is your dwelling place. I faint with longing to enter the courts of the Lord. In that time, the courts of the Lord would have been focused on a tent in the desert. It wasn't an absolutely luxurious temple with amazing architecture. It's a place where God dwells and when we feel his presence. The psalmist goes on to talk about sparrows, the lowliest of birds. Several could be bought for a farthing. To my mind, this maybe represents the masses, the poor, the needy. We're taught that even the tiniest sparrow is seen by God, and he knows when they falter and fall. To him, each one is truly valuable. In this psalm, sparrows build their nests in the courts of the Lord and raise their young under his protection. The psalmist goes on to say, I would rather be a gatekeeper in the house of my God than have a comfortable worldly life. I love the notion of being a gatekeeper. I must challenge that gatekeepers are people who love the Lord, serve their community, gather in the drifters, and help them to experience God's purpose for their lives. May we be willing for our homes, however humble they are, to be transformed into courts of the Lord. And as a gatekeeper, may we be a welcoming doorway, bringing others into a knowledge of the Lord's presence. For some people, it may be too big a step to enter a church. They may have watched services over the internet during lockdown, and it may be a huge thing for them to actually make a step towards attending. So, being a gatekeeper is going to mean relentlessly seeking to find ways to introduce wanderers to his grace, so that they can see for themselves what joy there is for those who have their trust in you. I pray that we're helped daily to seek the experience of being in the courts of the Lord and willing to be a signpost, a gatekeeper, to draw others closer to you, Lord.